Crypto is no longer niche, from global adoption and ETF inflows to governments holding Bitcoin and major companies accepting crypto. Mass adoption is happening now, and you may be wondering, am I too late to the party? Well, we don't think so. We still think you're quite early. Let's take a look at some of the data that proves just how far crypto has come and where it's heading next. If we take a look at the current total crypto market cap sitting at $3.2 trillion, it's not far from the all-time high at approximately 3.7 trillion. If we take a look at comparable market caps, so for example, gold sitting at $22 trillion, we have Microsoft sitting at $3 trillion, and Bitcoin making its way up this list extremely fast. But if you look at Bitcoin's total crypto market cap, it is sitting at $2 trillion, just a 10x to reach market cap of gold. So there is still a huge gap between Bitcoin and gold, and we believe that gap is not only going to be filled, but Bitcoin will actually be the largest asset in terms of market cap. So you're still quite early. Crypto adoption is accelerating at an insane pace. And let's take a look at the 2024 Global Crypto Adoption Index, the top 20. You have India leading, being number one, Nigeria right after, and Indonesia as the top three, and United States sitting at fourth. Crypto adoption is accelerating where traditional finance is weak, especially in unbanked and mobile-first nation. We're seeing over 560 million plus cryptocurrency owners worldwide, with UAE leading at 31%. And I'm here in Dubai right now, and their pro-crypto stance is amazing, and that's why they're leading. You have Singapore, Turkey, Argentina, and Thailand in the top 5. And that's why I still think we are extremely early, because 560 million with the total population sitting at 8 billion, that's under 10% of people all around the world owning cryptocurrency, and I believe those numbers will push up to 50% and even higher, especially with new bills being passed like the Genius Act, which we're going to touch on at the end of the video. And let's take a look at the ETFs on Bitcoin and ETH, and we're seeing huge inflows over the last few weeks and days. Of course, you'll have some outflows, but ETFs mean real exposure for institutions. These are backed by spot crypto and not paper trades. And we're seeing ETH ETFs heating up. This week alone, they've seen 154K ETH in inflows, 5 times higher than the recent weekly average. For context, the biggest single day ETH inflow this month was 77K ETH on June 11th last week. Also, this is also confirming that ETH inflows are at the highest level in over 5 months. Your alts are about to go parabolic. If we take a quick look at the ETH price though, it isn't reflecting like we hope it would. It's still sitting under previous all-time high of approximately $4,800, and we're having a real hard time right now breaking this resistance at approximately $4,000. ETH is lagging, and a lot of people are concerned with the Ethereum Foundation and the price action. So hopefully these ETH ETF inflows will catch up and reflect with the price, and we see new all-time highs this year. And this is also important to take note. You are seeing that governments aren't just regulating, they're holding BTC, and it's becoming a strategic reserve assets, and we're seeing a lot of them pile in, not only governments, but entities. You're seeing public companies, private companies, ETFs, governments, as I mentioned, and DeFi and smart contracts, which are holding a ton of cryptocurrency as well. Here you can see the amount of BTC in treasuries, and you can see over the last 30 days, we've seen a 3.82% increase. And in terms of entities holding Bitcoin, we've seen 26 new entities start holding Bitcoin on their treasury. And these numbers are only going to be rising exponentially. You can see here with this chart, with the amount of entities holding Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin has been moving up And we are just seeing the start, in my opinion. That's why I still think you are extremely early. We have Spain's second largest bank that backs Bitcoin. This was announced 1 hour ago. $40 billion. Banking giant BBVA is now urging its wealthy clients to invest in Bitcoin. And there's only 21 million Bitcoins, and there's not enough for everybody around the world. You might be thinking, are people just buying, selling, trading? There's more to it. Bitcoin and crypto specifically isn't just being traded, it's being spent globally. And you can see BitPay has processed 1.3 billion in cryptocurrency payments in 2025, reflecting a 20% increase from the previous year. The number of BitPay merchants reached 100,000 globally in 2025, showing continued crypto adoption in retail and e-commerce payments. Bitcoin accounts for 84% of all BitPay transactions. And then you can see here right now, BitPay has processed over $5 billion in cryptocurrency transactions by 2025, marking it as a leading global cryptocurrency payment solution. And we need to touch on RWAs, which is bringing real world assets onto the chain. And you can see the total RWAs on chain is $23 billion. And we're going to see this number grow exponentially as you're seeing it on the chart right here. And you're seeing things from private credit, US Treasury debt, commodities, institutional alternative funds, stocks, non-US government debt, corporate bonds, real estate's coming to the chain, and much more. So we're seeing an explosion of assets coming onto chain, which just solidifies our point. And I'm just trying to drive the fact that you're still extremely early and you can still get pieces of Bitcoin while it's relatively cheap. You have Bybit that just announced you could trade gold and stocks on their platform. And let's talk about the Genius Act that just passed. Stablecoins are the gateway to crypto payments at scale. Regulation will only make that adoption faster and safer. And the Genius Act was passed yesterday.
Hello, I'm United States Senator Bill Haggard. And this evening, I just walked off the Senate floor, having passed the first major piece of legislation in the crypto industry, our stablecoin bill, the Genius Act. This is going to open the door for innovation in America like we've never seen before. This is an inflection point, moving the United States of America into the digital age. This stablecoin bill is the first step, making certain that the dollar remains the dominant currency in the world as we move into the digital age. The efficiency that this will bring by moving payments onto the blockchain is going to increase efficiency, it's going to take a lot of cost out of the system, and it's going to make the American dollar the dollar of choice.
With 560 million users, real ETF inflows, government holdings, and companies processing billions in payments, crypto has moved from theory to real world. This isn't a future fantasy, it's happening now, and we're expecting to see the total crypto market cap make new highs and keep moving upwards. For more breakdowns like this, visit blockchainacademics.com, and we cover crypto adoption, regulation, market data, crypto opportunities. We host giveaways, and we will be launching the largest free crypto education platform in the world. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.